Hi there. Today I'm going to make another review about a book which is not really related to so much of birth and pregnancy's topic, but really it's focused on the topic once you have a baby and what happened next. I just thought that I would like to kind of start finishing the topic of pregnancies and childbirths, because I think already two videos on that, different books, and obviously that's not all the books I read, but I just decided to make the reviews on those books, and I think I'm getting a little bit tired of the topic. So yesterday I was thinking to really make the review on the topic of once you have a baby and what happened and what is really the best book in my opinion on that subject. So really, the only book I think personally you have to have once you got your baby, or even before that, just to prepare yourself, is only and only the person that I think lots of people know about, is Jo Frost. And probably lots of people know her from her show. I think it's called Super Nanny, which is quite popular in the UK and I think in the United States as well. But she also wrote books, and she read. She wrote quite a lot of books. I have two of them. The first one, and that's what I'm going to talk about today, is basically A Confident Baby Care by Jo Frost. I cannot say how much I love this book and how much it helped me personally to just see and prepare. As I used to say to my partner, I said I just need some instruction what to do with my baby once the baby is born. I actually bought this book through online, I think 4 or 5 months before I gave birth. I was, as probably lots of first-time mothers, I was a little bit panicking because I didn't know what to expect, what to know, what should I know. This is the hardest part. What should you know about, about the safety, about how to feed the baby, about how to, how many clothes you have to put on a small baby, and so on, so on, so on. And my situation was a little bit more difficult because I live abroad with my partner, and we don't really have so much of, day-to-day support from our families, at least my family. So it was very difficult for me to grasp the advice and just to, have some help. So I really, really needed something really simple, some advice, some book which can really give me an idea what to do and what to expect, how to just become a confident. And really, this book is really about how to be confident. And I'm not saying this lightly. If you go on Goodreads or Amazon, you will see how many stars this book got. I think on Goodreads is the book received 5 stars, and on Amazon 4 stars on 5. That's really good voting. So, and trust me, it really deserves. Now, why? Firstly, the book basically tells you about two things: how to be confident and how to get to be confident, obviously get to there, and about the routines that you really have to create in order to work out the best optimal, I don't know, behavior of your baby, or once your baby has a routine on every single day, it's just know what to expect, and obviously you will be less likely to be surprised of his or her behavior later on. And that's what she's trying to basically put through the book. The book is divided into two parts. The first one is a little bit of introduction about, you know, how to become a confident parent, and how to make confident first choices. As you can notice, the word confident is still there. And essential equipment, basically what you need in terms of everyday care of your baby. And then the chapter 2 basically is focusing, is divided, the whole chapters of part 2 are divided per 3 months period. And over there each of the chapters is divided on a few sections, and it's really, really useful. I mean, you basically, in each of the chapters she's talking about the development of the baby, about safety, about you know, creating those routines that I just mentioned, and then she called things like parent craft. So basically everything about the dressing, bathing, you know, feeding, and so on, so on, so on. So basically it is really, really useful. I mean, very clearly structured book, and you don't need to go through everything obviously straight. You can use it really, read the chapters like, you know, as your baby is developing. Let's say it's 2 months, you read from 0 to 3 months the chapter, you know what to expect. And that's exactly what happened with my baby. I remember my son was I think 2 months old, and I was finishing the chapter 03, and then I was going to 3 months, 6 months, and I knew that around this time my child should really start screaming because of his teeth will start coming out. And honestly, I wouldn't know that. I wouldn't know how to recognize the first signs of that my son started teething. And the one day he would just start screaming for no reason, and that would be very, very scary if I wouldn't know that what to expect, or how are the first sign of the teething. It is for first time mother, it is not nice experience when your child starts teething, but I honestly, this book really helped me a lot. I mean, I don't know even how to express myself correctly, but it really, really helps me a lot. And that's a good point. I mean, down points is really, really difficult to find any down points about this book. It's, as I said, it's very clear structure. I mean, it's very useful. There's not much talking about you know, things like I mean, I don't even know, like, basically the book is very well structured, and I think that's what really mothers and fathers needs when they need an advice, and you literally have a feeling that you have, you know, Jo Frost next to you, and you hear her voice talking, now you should do this, 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 and that, and just to, in terms of creating a routine. You even have this kind of structured routine. I'm not sure you can see it here, but routines, routine tables, which more or less shows you, you know, what time the baby should be fed, and every, you know, how much, sorry, if you bottle feed your baby, how much really milk the baby should drink, and this time, and it is really, really useful. I mean, it's very hard to really find any down points of that book. So yeah, as I mentioned before, I am now expecting my second boy. It's very, very soon to birth now. So what I'm going to do, I'll go through this book again, and because I obviously forgot a lot. I also mentioned that I have 2 books. So basically, this is the first one by her. Literally, this book is since the baby's born, or even before. You can start reading before. Well advised to read before, till the baby is 1 year old, I suppose. And then she wrote another one, which is basically Confident Toddler Care. And yeah, it's very similar written, But obviously we talk about more problems like transitions and to different she's talking mainly about the routines as well, but obviously there's more problems such as like behavioral trouble and adjusting to new situations and there's lots of ideas on how to create the daily routine for the toddler. When is the playtime? When is the bedtime? How to create this routine to go to sleep without the problems with a toddler. And so I'm actually cannot say much about this book because I'm still reading it. My son is 3.5 now, so I definitely use her help with potty training. I mean, we're saying potty training, but actually what's happened, he really didn't need potty. He just started using toilet straight, and really I used her method, which just takes 1 week to teach him how to stop use nappies, and it worked. So I know there's plenty of people who love her technique, and she's really good. She knows what she's talking about. So I definitely, it's worth to buy this book, and it's really worth to read it. And just in preparation, the first part, just to how to prepare yourself, especially when you're first-time mother, how to prepare yourself for what to expect and what kind of how to create those routines, which are really important. And then later on, it's really worth it to buy another book, another part of about the toddlers. So yeah, that's my story, my review on that. I as I said, I give 5 stars. I am on Goodreads. I give her 5 stars for the book because definitely I'm going to use it again. So it's well worth spend money, and everyone who's thinking about buy only one book, really go for this one. I highly recommend it. Okay, let me know what you think and leave the comments, and yeah, I'm really curious and let's discuss. Alright, see you later then. Bye.